Okay, this is the P2 paper from October 2023. It's question number 3, and as we can see by looking at this one, this is a trig identities and equations question. Let's jump straight in and have a look at it. It says, for part A, can we solve between 0 and 360 degrees the equation 2 tan theta plus 3 sine theta equals 0, and answers to 1 decimal place. So part A, let's copy that down, 2 tan theta plus 3 sine theta equals 0, and one of the two identities we know is that tan theta is sine theta over cos theta, so I'm going to immediately replace that. So I've got 2 sine theta over cos theta plus 3 sine theta is equal to 0. And so let's multiply everything by cos theta here to get rid of that fraction. So if I multiply everything by cos theta, I'm going to get 2 sine theta there plus 3 sine theta cos theta is going to be equal to 0. And now I can solve that. It's an equation that I can factorize. I've got sine theta here and sine theta here, so I can take that out as a factor, which will leave me 2 plus 3 cos theta equals 0. So this gives me either sine theta equals 0, or it gives me 2 plus 3 cos theta equals 0. Quite cleverly, when they've done this then, this one I can solve, or the way that I solve it is to think about what sine theta looks like. Sine theta, we know from 0 to 360 degrees looks like that, okay? 0, 1, minus 1. This is at 90, at 180, at 270, and at 360. So just with that knowledge, when is sine theta going to be equal to 0? Here, here, and here. So I'm not using the cast diagram for that. I'm simply saying straight away, okay, my answers are going to be theta is equal to 0, 180, and 360. But be careful, if we go back up here, it doesn't include the 0 there. It's from 0 to 360, but not including the 0 there. So I'm going to take away that one and just have 180 and 360 as those two. What about 2 cos 3 theta equals 0? Yeah, well, we can solve that. We get 3 cos theta equals minus 2. We get cos theta equals minus 2/3. So the way that I always do these is I'm just looking for any acute angle alpha where cos alpha is equal to 2/3, okay? So if cos alpha is equal to 2/3, I can work out that alpha is going to be equal to 48.2 degrees. Now that's not my answer. What that tells me, alongside my cast diagram, is that alpha is any of these 4 angles, 48.2, 48.2, 48.2, and finally 48.2. And then the cast diagram tells me all sine, tan, cos, that's where the ratios are positive. So for example, all of the trig ratios are positive in that first quadrant, but from 90 to 180, only the sinal ones that are connected to sine are positive, and so on. Tan is positive there and cos is positive there. Right, well, what do I want? I actually want cos to be negative. Trying to solve this thing up here. So if cos is going to be negative, what that then means is in that quadrant there, cos is negative, and in that quadrant there, cos is negative. So those are my 2 possibilities for my answers. My answers are going to be whatever that angle there is. So sorry, let's just come down here and solving. We're solving cos theta equals minus 2/3. So if I'm solving cos theta equals minus 2/3, I'm going to get, as I just said, let's go through it again, I'm going to get this angle here which will be 180 minus 48.2. 180 minus 48.2 would give me 131.8 degrees, or the second one that it could be is this angle all the way around there, which this time is 180 plus 48.2, so that gives me 228.2, and that's all my answers together. So final solution then, the final solution is theta equals 131.8, 180 from the other side, 228.2, and then finally 360 degrees. So those are the four solutions to this first part up here. 2 tan theta plus 3 sine theta equals 0. Okay, part B, hence or otherwise, but they mean hence. Can we solve this equation? Well, if we look, tan theta is tan 2x plus 40, sine theta is sine 2x plus 40. So it's a solution of the same equation, but just where theta is going to be 2x plus 40. Otherwise, it'll be exactly the same. So for part B, if I'm trying to solve the answer for part B, let's write the question out first of all. 2 tan 2x plus 40 plus 3 sine 2x plus 40 is equal to 0. So we're going to get exactly the same answers as we would have got previously. So we're going to get 2x plus 40 is going to be equal to those four answers: 131.8, 180, 228.2, and 360, etc. And if I want to find, what does it ask for? It asks for the smallest positive solution of that. So it only wants one of the values. The smallest solution will be putting that one in. So 2x plus 40 equals 131.8 will give me, just rearranging that, x works out to be equal to 45.9 degrees. So the answer to part B, following on from the answer to part A, hopefully is relatively straightforward for you.